Hey everyone, I'm Crenshaw with Eden, here to interview one of Commune AI's most pioneering projects, ComStats. I have with me the operations lead for the project, Safal. If you want to take it away, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Safol Gimire. I'm operation lead at ComStats. I am also a developer who looks after the project. Really happy to be here to talk about the project with you guys.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful to have you on. So, for anybody who's not already aware, or for people who might be aware, but just need a bit of a refresher, if you want to quickly summarize roughly what ComStats are about.
Yeah, so ComStats is a blockchain service provider for Commune AI. So what do we mean by blockchain service provider is we want to provide a one-step solution to everything that can be done in the community platform. So currently, we do support staking, we do support transfer of tokens, and we do support like data, portfolio management, and everything. So we just want to be a one-step solution for any kind of operation that can be performed on Commune AI. And on top of that, we want to do data analytics, and other kind of stuff related to data of Commune AI in the platform.
Okay, kind of like a one-stop shop for people in terms of like getting access to what the protocol has to offer.
Yes. It's
Okay.
just like people can come to the platform and like just see everything at one go and then perform operations from a singular platform. That's the vision of ComStats.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, that's brilliant. So obviously you are just one man and you have many who work with you. So if you want to give a brief introduction, obviously they're not here, but to the rest of the team.
Yes. So currently we are a very small team. We have 4 members in our team. So me, myself, I'm a operation lead. I do have my colleagues, Krishna
Mm-hmm.
Dahal, who works as the marketing head in the company, and we have two brilliant full stack developers, whose name are Elis and Subhash. So we who are currently working on the project. We do have plans of expanding as we go forward with the project.
Okay, that's brilliant. So have you guys been working together for a long time, or are you sort of like a new team that's been put together?
No. So basically, we have been working on like different projects and different blockchain from like couple of years, and then we just landed on Commune a couple of months ago, and we fell in love with the project actually. The whole idea of Commune AI, and then
Mm-hmm.
the whole idea of how Commune AI wants to incentivize the modules and everything, wants to
Mm-hmm.
keep it decentralized. It was the key factor that kept us within this blockchain, and we just want to build something really, really cool stuffs on Commune AI.
Okay, that sort of community first idea was one that really resonated with you then, as opposed to some of the other sort of protocols that are dealing with similar aspects.
Yes. It's just like we want to be more community-centric application rather than being something profit-oriented or like not looking towards, like more revenue kind of stuff. We want to bring
Hmm.
value to the community that the community would enjoy in a longer run while using community AI.
Okay, so you sort of everything that you get, you kind of want to give back in a way to sort of continue expanding.
Yes. So basically, we kind of have to keep like sort of revenue for us to keep on like to continue the development works that
Hmm.
to keep on maintaining the platform and everything. But
Of
the
course.
main idea behind ComStats is to give back to community in like different ways. So we have a lot of things that are in pipeline. We have a lot of things that are in the discussion. But the main idea behind it is to give back to community and then support like newer projects, not just within the ecosystem of ComStats. Any project that's coming on Community AI, like help them, guide them, and then like allow them to grow and everything. So
Hmm.
that's the that's the vision that we want to try to. That's the vision that we are trying to bring to Community AI through
Okay.
ComStats.
Yeah, I mean, it's very noble, and it's something that I think a lot of people are going to appreciate, and I think they have already appreciated. And it's been really wonderful to see all of the changes and all of the updates and developments that have been coming from you guys. Obviously, recently there has been the upgrades to the wallet integration and the console bridge. If you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So basically, we have a roadmap. So we don't, I think we haven't publicly published our roadmap, but we are kind of
Mm,
in the process of publishing that in upcoming days,
mhm,
maybe a few weeks. We will be publishing that. So we have a lot of things in pipeline. So some of the things are we are trying to do blockchain data visualization, network visualization. We want to have analytics, charts and predictions. We already have a portfolio management system in the application. We want to enhance that and make it a more sophisticated portfolio management system. We want to have more like more details about subnet, and we want to
mhm,
kind of build a data service for those module and services. We are trying to bring in staking, lending, and with the introduction of console breeze, like coming to Solana breeze, we have now expanded our horizons, and now we are trying to bring in more partnerships with Solana projects. Trying to bring in more community into Commune AI, and then again providing value to Commune AI to other blockchain ecosystems.
mhm. I mean, what you've already produced has been incredible so far. Obviously, every bridge is like an entirely new set of people that now have an opportunity to jump in and take part. So even just the setting up of the bridge has been huge, and then obviously they're using the bridge via you to get straight
Yeah,
into
the
ComStats.
response has been, yeah, the response has been overwhelming actually,
Mhm,
because people have started using the breeze, and uh, we are really excited to see the endless possibilities on Solana. Actually,
mhm,
we are in talks with a couple of projects already, and then we have got a pretty good response from them. So hopefully we can see a partnership in upcoming weeks, most probably like where we can provide some value to commune so that people can actually use the token and then do something
mhm.
on Solana ecosystem and then like actually, make something out of it. So uh, let's see what we can deliver.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been incredible so far. And so obviously, other than Commune AI, you've started reaching out to Solana. Are there thoughts to reaching out towards other potential blockchains or?
Not as of now, but in the
Mhm.
future, yes. We want to build like we just don't want to breeze token to like just keep on breezing tokens. We want to build something very solid and then move to next one. So
Okay.
basically, we breezed the token from like Commune to Solana. Now we want to bring in like more traction from Solana to Commune AI
Mhm.
so that people actually understand what Commune AI is, and like people would be because the idea of Commune AI is really really good, and
Mhm.
we want people to like know about what community is, and and like explore the community more. So it's just like we want to build something very solid and then move to the next one. So yeah, in the future, yes, there will be more breezes coming up, but yeah, for now we want to build something really stable on top of the soul breeze that we have already developed.
Okay, yeah, I think I get it. You purposely chose Solana as like a utilities focused blockchain then because you knew that you'd be able to build on top of that as opposed to just bridging for the sake of getting the tokens somewhere else. You focused specifically on Solana because it had like interesting utility that you thought would be useful.
Yes, it's just like Solana was the perfect fit for us because it's very fast, the gas fees are really low, and the
Hmm.
community of Solana is really, really crazy. So if we can bring this community to Commune, and then if we can bring in more projects from Solana to Commune, that is like the greatest thing that we can do to Commune right now.
Yeah, definitely. And so you touched a little bit earlier on this topic, but in terms of having ComStats be profitable or continue to be able to run, what are the plans for that specifically?
So currently, we started ComStats as a like transaction fee free platform, but we recently introduced some kind of transaction fee, which is really really minimal in compared to other platforms that are there.
Hmm.
So our main sources of revenue that we are thinking as of now would be the platform fee, which
Hmm.
kind of is like very very minimal, but it will help us to keep the platform up to date, and then help us like develop new cool things on the platform.
Yep.
And the second thing is we are providing API services. So we have like paid API services where we want to provide data to other projects that are coming on. So basically, they can pay a very minimal fee and get the APIs ready for them, so that they don't have to worry about data. So
Okay.
ComStats can be data provider for any of the projects that comes into the Commune AI blockchain. And the
Okay.
third thing
So
is verification service. So basically, in the verification service, we are kind of verifying the module, because we want the module to have the visibility.
mhm.
So to get that, we have introduced a verification system with some charges so that people can be on top of common stats and have the visibility that they are like they are missing out on other things. So
Okay, so as if they sort of like direct most of their attention towards ComStats, you still want to sort of provide them with, I guess, sort of like news or updates, or at least a portal with which to know what everything that's going on elsewhere, as it were.
yes, it's just like we want them
hmm
to have the visibility on comm stats. It's just
hmm
like that only.
Yeah, and so the API service, for example, is kind of there to sort of help onboard people into the protocol.
Yes. So we have like, different plans of API services. We have free
hmm
plan, which kind of is really helpful for someone who's just starting with Commune AI and wants to have some data and, build
hmm
something on top of that.
Yeah.
And for some sophisticated project which need like, dedicated data services and everything, we have paid plan where they can pay and then use the data protocol that we have developed for ComStats. It's kind
hmm
of like the data protocol that we have developed on ComStats is like kind of plug and play. So you can
Okay.
plug it into any platform, use the data, as per the requirement, and then build something cool on top of that.
Okay. It sort of really seems that like user accessibility is at the forefront of what you're trying to develop then.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really good. A lot of people have sort of commented that it can be quite difficult to get integrated into the community. And so I think accessibility has been something that a lot of people have been calling for. So we're really excited to see more developers take that into account and sort of prioritize and focus on accessibility in what they're developing. But in terms of for yourselves, you said that there's a lot in the pipeline. Is there a little bit that you can tell us about what the potential next steps for the project might be?
Yeah, in few upcoming days, you guys will be able to see some UI UX update on our platform. So we have been kind of like redesigning the whole ComStats platform behind the scenes, so
hmm
we can expect like set of UI UX updated that's coming to the platform. And we are also planning for ComStat version 2.0, which is kind of
hmm
like more advanced version. Like we'll have more analytics, more charts. Like I said earlier, we are planning to do blockchain data visualization, network visualization. We have
hmm
like analytics, charts, and predictions. We want to be AI based model where we can like suggest people to like like we would just want to suggest people to like like these are like good things that you can like see on Community and everything like that. So those are in
hmm
pipeline for us. Also, like we also are planning to create a ecosystem of support to the community project
Okay.
where we are trying to fund them with the revenue that we are generating from the platform and
Mhm,
help new upcoming projects establish themselves on the community blockchain. And also, we are trying to bring in more utilities from the Solana side so that
mhm.
the breeze that we just released would make more sense to the people that they are using that. And then we have many more. Like I can go for an hour, like on our plans and everything. We have like a lot of things that we are discussing right now. We just have to
Yeah.
filter out a lot of things, and we just have to like build something that is like really helpful for the community.
I mean, it's incredible to hear about everything and obviously to see everything that you've done already. And we want nothing more than for that to continue. So, in that vein, what would help you guys when it comes to sort of seeing your vision come to life? Is there anything that the community or anybody else can do to help make your dreams a reality?
Yes. So for us, we are kind of looking for a community exposure because I believe we have been here for like, couple of months. We have got a
hmm
very good response from the community and community has been so, so, so supportive to us.
Yep.
But we still feel like, the thing that we are kind of doing is lacking the community exposure
Yep.
because it's not like we are trying to build a platform that is kind of like revenue focused or, profit oriented or something like that. We want to
hmm
build something for a community that's sustainable, that's useful for everyone that's trying to access community. And moreover, we want to like set up values that okay, this is what the ComStat is trying to bring to the community. So I
Mhm.
am like really hoping that people would understand and people will get like the values that we are trying to bring to the ecosystem. And also we are actively looking for marketing opportunities where we want to like have our visibility in other specific areas, right?
Mhm.
And also like some kind of funding because like developers and development work is kind of costly in its own way, and we are
Yeah.
not trying to like take profits from the platform. We are just trying to give it back to the ecosystem as much as possible. And
Mhm.
it's more about visibility for us actually, and we want people to understand the value that we are trying to bring in the ecosystem.
I mean, I don't doubt if they didn't already see it, then they should be able to now. But in terms of marketing, we heard that there might be a little something something coming up soon, if you wanna talk about that?
Yes. So basically, we have been selected as one of the startup project for Collision. That's one of the biggest tech event that's happening on Toronto, Canada, on July.
Okay.
I believe
Mhm.
it starts from July 17 to 20. So we've been selected as one of the startup project. So me, myself, I would be there on the event with Krishna
Mhm.
and a few of our other colleagues. We'll be promoting about ComStats. We'll be talking about Commune AI blockchain. I believe this is, yeah, like that's something that we wanted to update to this, up to this interview.
I mean, it sounds incredible. I mean, it's going to be, sort of, I think, the first community representation that we're going to be having at like a large event in this kind of vein. Is really incredible to hear about.
Yeah, for us also, it's a very exciting moment because to be selected as one of the startup, we like where we have a lot of like other good startups, and then uh, having those kind of tech exposure, on other on other spaces as well as with other VCs, other tech guys and everything would be really
Mhm.
incredible for common stats and also for the community blockchain itself because as we carry the name Com in our name, right? It's just like we represent Commune AI. So it's not
Yes.
like we are representing a platform. We are just representing a blockchain. We want to promote what Commune AI is actually trying to build and what Commune AI is actually trying to like solve or it's just like we want
Mhm.
people to understand Commune more. So
Yeah,
that
you
will
want to
be the
promote
major goal over there.
yeah, you're looking to promote the accomplishments and the achievements and the potential, not just of yourselves, but of the entire blockchain because you have passion in the project, which is
Yes.
incredible. And it's evident, I think, for anybody who's interacted with you in this way or anybody who watches this will very clearly be able to see exactly how much you and the team care for the protocol and are sort of like pushing as hard as you can to put back in every single drop that you can squeeze. But no, it's everything sounds incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And if there's any last comments that you want to get out there to the community, then by all means take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me today. It's really good to talk about the project with the community. Yeah, and also I like to thank all the community for being so supportive to us. Keep supporting us, and then we're trying to bring something really cool to community. uh, like reach out to us on Discord, or like you can even reach out to me through DMs and we can talk about like how we want to improvise the platform. So we really appreciate your feedbacks. And also guys, the breeze is live. Test out the breeze, and then if someone is like attending the collision, let's try to get connected in collision and it's like, let's try to meet.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, once again, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. And for everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening.